Good morning, everyone. It is Tuesday, September 14th here, and we are waiting on some consumer price index numbers. Those are going to come out here in about 10 minutes, so hopefully I'll be done with this video. But that could certainly move the market here. We're expecting inflation. Anyway, so going into the open here, the Dow's down about 30. NASDAQ's down about 24, 25 points.
Red Hill.
Not big moves down, but still kind of very tepid as we go into the morning. I just happen to have Bitcoin up here, still holding into a nice little trading channel here, looking for the move back up above the 20 myself. And here's the look at the SPY right inside that inside candle. Yesterday turned out to be okay. I know that I read some of the messages and stuff through the day, and it was just kind of meh, but here we are. All right, so what do I like today? There's actually a few stocks. I really like Texas Instruments. This one came up on an increased volume scan. You can see here, although it's not a lot over average, it was just enough to squeak into that scan here. And look at this trading range. This is pretty crazy. I mean, it's been a little bit since we've looked at it. Tell you what, over 194.90, or maybe even wait for 195. Really like the look of Texas Instruments here. Very strong against a market yesterday that was not, right? So we had some relative strength there as well. So for Texas Instruments, I would keep an eye on those 195s. Now, with the, just kind of the time of year, seasonality, things like that, the markets don't tend to really love this time of year. So keep that in mind. And we have now talk of increased capital gains, increased corporate taxes, an infrastructure bill, all this stuff kind of swirling around. And even though you think that you can tax your way and pay for an infrastructure bill, well, I'm just going to tell you that's not really how it works. You need to have it anyway. So a lot kind of swirling around. Is this going to change what the Fed does? We do have a Fed meeting this month. We do not next month. There is no Fed meeting in October. But we'll see what they look to. Some of the, they're looking a little bit more to December and starting the taper, so to speak. So we'll keep an eye on all of that. So as we look at all of that, maybe you'll keep your position sizing just a little bit smaller. Maybe take a little less, fewer positions. Trade shorter. There's all kinds of options there. Get it? Options. That's funny. Okay, Texas Instruments here. Really like the look of that for a continuation. Saw a little bit of a move in the energy and oil markets here. I like Fang for a move over the 50. It wicked up over it, so this picked up on my 50 scan, even though it didn't close over that. I like the look here, actually over yesterday's high. That'll give us just a little bit extra over that 50, but we'll also clear out this volume that was kind of sitting in here. Again, don't know if this volume came in just yesterday. I think probably not. Probably came in from one of these previous candles, but definitely something to take a look at here up over the 50. In Fang, I like the 80s, the October 15th 80s. Heading back over into tech, I should have grouped these. Heading back over into tech, ON Semiconductors. So I know that the semiconductor market overall not very congruent, right? They aren't all moving together. Where a lot of times we do see that where they all kind of shift up together and then they all kind of come back together. But we're seeing some individual strength and again relative strength. Look at this. We're hitting a little bit extra volume. Not a ton. We put in a nice gap, continued on yesterday again in a market that wasn't quite as exciting. We closed up near our highs here in ON Semiconductors, and I'm watching the 50. This one as well, I like it for equity. So it may take a little bit of an equity position there in ON instead. Carmax. So completing a nice little bowl here, or pretty close to it, right? So looking for a move. We had nice march up, took a little bit of a rest yesterday, but look at that comeback on it, right back up above this most recent fib line we cleared out and are sitting right on a little volume shelf here. Looking for a move above yesterday's high. That'll bring us up above Friday's high and look for a continuation on here. We do have earnings coming up on this in a couple weeks, so a little bit of a catalyst there moving into those earnings. Looking at the Carmax, the 1015 135s. Well, UPS hiring 100,000 workers here. Look at this. Check it out. Nice 3/8/20 squeeze here. So yes, we are in a squeeze. We do have this Fibonacci line coming up, but waiting. Look at it, got crushed on earnings and has this beautiful gap that's just kind of been a magnet. We came up, nope, can't do it yet. Came up, nope, can't do it yet. So looking for that move up to this gap mark, or up to the most recent high at 199, and then see if we can move on into that gap. That also is going to bring us right here to the 20, or to the 50 rather, so some nice room in there in UPS. I would look at these for the October, but you can certainly push these out even further, but look at the 195s. Well, home improvement projects, still a thing. We're building up just a little bit of volume. Now we are several days into this move. We had one little pullback here, but several days into this move. Just touched through this trend line here yesterday. Looking for now a move at this trend line for a continuation in Home Depot and building some volume. Looking at the 340s. You can also take a little look over here at Lowe's. Big move up off of earnings in a channel looking to break the channel, right? So it's hardly even a move right there, right? It's pretty flat. There you go. So look for the initial move above this trend line and then a break to touch that, and then a move back up to those 215s and low. So both of those looking pretty darn good. Upstart, I swear we look at this almost every day at some point. Yesterday, looking for the reversal in it, and bam, look at that, beautiful. We opened up right at the bottom of those candles, dropped, tapped the 8 rather, moved right back up. Beautiful, beautiful reversal there. And looking now for a continuation on up to that 294.23 and potential breakout there in UPST. Watch those two. So in these, funny, the 280s were the only ones that had really good volume or open interest, but watch for that to change. I would like to look at the maybe even the 290s. 280s initially, 290s to pick up some steam. And lastly, looking at some of the financials that are showing a little bit of, at least holding in a nice little range here. I love the look in Morgan Stanley. Look at this. It came up, took a little bit of a break, but has been in this trading channel. So looking for a break of this channel. I actually like it up over the 105.80 area in MS. So look at the 105s. Those are the ones I will be watching. All right, we'll wait on that data. I hope you all have a wonderful day. I'll be around all day. If you have any questions, be sure to let me know. Send me an email at heatherc@givingtreetrading.com or send me a private message, and I will look forward to trading with you soon.